Hi folks, Kevin J. O'Connor here with Carolina's own PODFORCE 5, sitting here today with my good friend Will Fisher. Will and I have known each other for 3 or 4 years. We've had a number of times to work together on some projects, most notably the 48-hour film project, which we're going to hear an awful lot about today. So Will, why don't you share with our audience a little bit about who you are, what you do, when did you come to Charlotte, and when did you start working in the film industry?
Definitely. I joined a kind of a local filmmaking crew about, I guess, 5 or 6 years ago. I was doing some smaller social media type films, and one of the guys had heard of this crazy, zany thing called the 48-hour film project. Mm-hmm. And I'd never heard of it, but I was game. You know, we put our hat in the ring and showed up and just was really blown away. Not by the way that it was produced in Charlotte, but by the fundamentals that it held for the city. It is an international filmmaking competition. It is held in 137 cities around the world, and the format is such that filmmakers come together, they form a team. We all meet together on a Friday night. Each team leader comes to the front of the room and draws at random a genre of film. Once each team has their assigned genre, we then open a sealed envelope which contains a character's name, a prop, and a line of dialogue.
Okay, so let me stop you. So the 48-hour film project, the team leaders come up and they pick the genre. So there are how many genres?
22 genres. The ones you know: comedy, dark comedy, horror, but then
there's Western.
There's Western. There's
film
musical,
noir.
Road movies,
silent movie,
buddy movies, silent movie.
Buddy.
There's 22 genres that are in there. Some of them are more obscure, some are not. Sci-fi.
And when they pick their genre, is that it? They have to do it?
It's changed over the years. They have a pool of secondary genres. So if you don't like the one genre that you pull, you can put it back, and then you're committing to the one that you pulled.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Right.
And then last year they actually changed it up a little bit. It was you pull 2 genres, and then you choose which genre you want to make. Yeah. So that is, you know, as much as a genre can be adopted, that is the thing that I've seen over the years that really just cramps the brain. I mean, people have, going into Friday night, it's like these directors, they have an idea of what it means to do a comedy,
right,
or what it means to do a sci-fi film, and I think that maybe they're a little bit intimidated or maybe eager in some, and
definitely part of the fun.
Yeah, it's all a part of it. It's all just it's a part of that excitement. I'll tell you that last year we had about 225 people come to watch the drawings. This is just to watch people come and draw the drawings.
That's amazing.
Envelope.
Yep. How many teams?
There's 33 teams.
Last year. 33
last
teams,
year.
225 people or so there to watch the
Friday
ceremony,
night, yeah.
right?
And the energy that is in the room is to be experienced. And I invite everyone to come out and be a part of this. The room clears out in 4 minutes.
So once the team leaders pick their genre, there's sealed envelopes where Will or a designate will announce the line of dialogue that must be used by all participating teams, a prop, and
a character's name.
Those 3 things are
must be included
no matter what film you do.
Yeah.
And the clock on the 48 hours starts immediately after that meeting.
7:01.
7:01.
You get 48 hours.
So you saw 228 cockroaches scattered.
They scatter. yeah. And you know what happens year over year? The teams that come back each year, they kind of get an idea of the rhythm of how that weekend goes. Because if you got 48 hours to make a film, then you're going to probably need 10 to 12 hours to edit.
Yeah.
So you kind of start mapping the time back to there. That means that you go into the writer's room, 8 o'clock, and probably by midnight you should have a fully fleshed out script. This way you know which characters, the location, the crew, you pretty much have an idea of the plot, and then someone is just on the phone through the night, lining up actors to be at locations. And most of the teams will have a 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. call time. We'll shoot all day Saturday, and then we'll get all the footage to the editor late Saturday night so that he can be doing the final edit. They'll do special effects and audio and sound design a little bit later into the edit, but it's all got to be pressed out and on a jump drive in a form that I can hit play and the movie starts.
Because 7 p.m. on that Sunday, the 48th hour on the dot, that's it. No submissions after that.
That's
That Facebook page for the Charlotte 48-Hour Film Project will have ways to get involved, and it'll have links and people and folks to
and you can
call
message
well
me
in advance.
directly. You can message me directly through that page, and that really becomes my function in this in the days leading up to it. I'm just start fielding emails, guys. Hey man, I've got all this sound equipment. I haven't drug it out in years, but I saw this event and I want to be involved. And I'm, some director has already told me, man, we got everything but a sound guy.
Right.
Can you help me find a sound guy? I'm like, okay, here's your sound.
So what are the dates this year for the 48 Hour?
Well, there are 3 dates that are important for the 48-Hour Film Project. The first date is the filmmaking weekend. The second date are the general screenings. And then the third date is the best of screenings. So August 11th, 12th, and 13th is the filmmaking weekend. That's the Friday night is the 11th. We show up at 7, you draw the genres. Everybody's due back at 7 o'clock on Sunday, the 13th.
Got it.
That following Friday, I will have the films prepared and ready to screen, and we will screen all of them. And that's another thing about the 48. It's not like a traditional festival where you submit, and if they like your work, they'll show it in public. That is really the cool thing also for up-and-coming filmmakers, is that if you make a film, regardless of the quality, regardless of how it turned out, it will be screened in public.
Are there any other categories?
By definition, the 48 is a level playing ground. That is something that I have worked with the film departments at UNCC and folks at CPCC, and there is an opportunity to even have like a battle of the schools kind of thing, because there's a lot of students that have the gear and have the know-how that can do it. And so that is something that we've talked about, is having an exhibition that is one team from each school participates, and then we would have that. And so what that would look like is it would be a particular hour on that following Friday.
Right.
So it's not fully set up, but registration hasn't opened yet either.
It's a marketing opportunity to say, hey, represent your school, represent your group, and a lot of pride on the line for ranking and making that final screening or the best of.
And
that's a big night.
And that's what I was going to say. That's the quintessential night. That is the night that we've had the mayor come out. Last year we had the chairman of the Mecklenburg County Commission. We have movie producers come out to see the talent. We have business owners that come out to see the filmmaking talent in Charlotte. And that is happening at the McGlowan Theater on August 26th. There are 720 seats at the McGlowan Theater, so this would literally be one of the largest show of support for local film in Charlotte history.
So, Will, what does the 48-Hour Film Project mean to you, and really, what does it mean to Charlotte?
Yeah, it is it's an international platform. And when I first became interested in it, I just had a kind of a fundamental idea that a good way to rally people in Charlotte is to point to something greater than ourselves. And if there was an opportunity for someone here locally to be recognized at the highest level within film, which is the art form of our time, that this would be a way to really unite our city and maybe unite some of the creative communities that are here, kind of give them a reason to come together and work together so that we as a city can put our best foot forward. And so after 4 years, that really is the to me, the greatest potential that lies within the 48-hour film project is that, and it's not something that's going to happen. It has happened, and it is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And each year it happens more, and more people adopt it. More people sign up for a team. More people join teams, and if you've been to the screenings, you know that every year there are more films that are on that kind of the A-grade film, where the special effects, the acting, the directing, the costumes, everything is working together.
So, anything else with collaboration films?
Yeah, definitely. Check us out. Collaborationfilms.org is our website. That's the work of Blake Phillips on there. You can definitely find out more information for the Cannes screening and the dinner and the movies packages. There's also information about early registration if you want to create a team and participate in the 48-hour film project. Throughout the summer, we will have cinematography seminars, directing seminars, writing seminars. There'll be acting auditions for actors that want to join the fun and join a team. So really, Collaboration Films is the portal that Blake and I use to push out, and if people are interested to join in events or to participate in the 48, that's really the website to be watching. And of course the Facebook page also, facebook.com/Charlotte48hourfilm.
That's great, Will. Well, Carolina's PODFORCE 5, we look forward to sharing all that information with our viewers as well. So, wonderful to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Perfect, man.
Can't wait.